What's good, everybody? So you bought DAX macros or you just stumbled upon this video? If so, I recommend you go watch the videos in the description showing this macro because it's just really good. But if you've already got DAX macros and you clicked on this video, you probably just want to figure out how to do recordings. Recordings are a feature in DAX which is basically an alternative to making a config for a stage. What it does is simply it records what you do on a stage and then replays it exactly on future runs. So in order to make a recording for a stage, the first thing that you want to do is you want to go into the stage settings. You want to go into the stage that you want to make a recording for, and you want to make sure that it is set to recording on the type. So we're going to make for a recording for Land of the Gods. So as you can see, I already set it to recording. And on the top here, you can see that I set Legend Stage, Land of the Gods, on Act 2, and I set recording to yes. This means that when I activate the macro, it will not go play, it will go record. So I'm going to show you how that looks. I'm going to press F1 to start the macro. I'm going to time-lapse up until we get into the stage because, you know, it's just going to put us into the stage, and then I'm going to show you exactly how the recordings work. Okay, so we're now in the stage and the macro has found the spawn. So we're just gonna let it pick the starter card. Give it a second, it's reading it. And there we go, it picked champions because that's the lowest priority one. And then it's going to go right into the correct position. And then you can see at the top, it says start recording in 3, 2, 1. Once it says this, you just play the stage like normal. So in my case, right, I just clicked yes, and then like I clicked, you know, Escanor, and let's say I place him down right here. I can do, you know, whatever. I can, you know, just click upgrade a couple times, click close, click the stone, you know, whatever. I can like, you know, sell Escanor, replace him here, and once I'm done playing the stage, right, like you would actually place more units if you're using other units like Sukuna, whatever, just play the stage like normal, and once you're done you simply press caps lock. As you can see, it says that it finished the recording and it saved the recording. Now what you want to do is you want to relaunch the macro. Once you relaunch the macro and you're back into the lobby, you want to just go to the recording setting over here and set it to no. What this will do is it will now, instead of recording, will go play Land of the Gods. And since in the settings before, we already told it to use recordings for this stage and not configs, it will use the recording that we just made. So let's see how that looks. Again, I'm going to time-lapse up until we get into the stage. Okay, so it once again found the spawn, so it's going to pick a starter card again and then go into the actual location. So let's just let it actually pick the card. There we go, it picked thrice, and now it is going to walk over to the correct location. And you're gonna see that it will do exactly what I did when I showed you the recording. So it's gonna take Escanor, it's gonna place it in the starting position, and then, you know, I clicked a couple of places. I clicked the stone at the top, and then I sold Escanor and I replaced him in the middle on the left, and basically it placed it, and then once it did everything that I did while I recorded, as you can see, it's now clicking at the top right and waiting for the match to end. So once the stage actually ends, it will just replay and use the recording once again. This allows you to basically do extremely precise actions for stages that need fast completion times. Like, for example, the anniversary event that was with Dio, you wanted to complete it as fast as possible so you get as much currency as possible. So recordings for that stage are just way better than configs. So unless you need to mass produce configs in a short amount of time, recordings will always be more accurate and more precise, and that's their purpose, and that's why we added them into DAX. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it.